Hi everybody, welcome back to Meta Perfume. I'm Emily and I got some perfume, so I am gonna do a big haul, and I've got a couple that I haven't actually opened, so it'll be one unboxing officially and a few first impressions of the ones that I got samples of that I haven't had a chance to check out yet. So I just gotta give a shout out to Sarah Mays because this haul is probably primarily because of her. I was doing really well holding off on my shopping carts with fragrances, and then I was like, oh, I should check and see what, you know, people have been posting. And of course, Sarah gets super stoked about this one fragrance that I will cover soon, and I just had to check it out. And of course, while you're buying one, you might as well, you know, hit the limit for free shipping and then pick up whatever you really been wanting if you've got, you know, they've got things you want, so you end up with a lot of perfumes in a whole video like this one. So yeah, I want to get started. I'll just go in the order of which I received them. So first thing, I picked up the Rebelle by Rihanna Rebel. I don't know. It's the one that came out before Rebel Fleur. I've had Rebel Fleur for a long time. It's delicious scent. I love it. It's like a tropical fruity patchouli scent. And then I read some reviews about the Rebelle, and it was very positive, gourmand. I was like, yeah, I love Rebel Fleur, so I like Nude as well, her other one. And so I figured I would check it out, and I am not disappointed. Actually, I think this is a really nice gourmand fragrance with patchouli. It's sexy. It's got good longevity. It's not overpowering. It just smells really nice. It's like vanilla. Now this haul I'm not going to get super in-depth on the notes, but I will put them up here for you to check out for a few. And yeah, I just really like this one. I wore it several times already at night. I think it's a good night fragrance. I think it's a good going out fragrance. I think fragrances with patchouli are generally good for, like, I don't know, if you want to kind of get sexy or noticed, if you like patchouli. You know, some people have a problem with it. I think it's too earthy, and I think it can be done really well, and I think it's nice in this. Balances the gourmand notes. Yeah, it's just sexy. It's not too sweet. Kind of interesting, complex smelling. Definitely worth it. And I think this will be nice to have when I pick up. I have the Rollerball of the Rebel Fleur, so when I pick up the other one in this size, I'll finish the Rollerball hopefully and get one like this. I'll have a matching set. Yeah, Rebel or Rebelle by Rihanna. This is very nice. This is my first haul one. In that same shopping cart on Amazon, because of Sarah Mays again, and I'm not sure why. The Rebelle was just reading Fragrantica, that's why I was inspired to get that one, but this one was another Sarah Mays inspired purchase, and this is Choco Musk. Choco Musk. Oops. Yeah, by Al-Rehab. And I'm a big fan of chocolate flavored fragrances or chocolate scented fragrances. Not flavored, yeah, I don't want to drink your perfume, so bad for you. The Choco Musk it's just like Cocoa Pebbles cereal. It's really like uncanny. It smells great. I mean, I really like it. It's one of those where it really takes you back. It's to me, I mean, I think most people have tried Cocoa Pebbles, but that's exactly what it smells like to me. The Cocoa Pebbles, like in a bowl of milk that you're eating, or you could put this on your skin, and it smells great. I think it's nice. I've had fun. Oh, I was about to put it on. I think I'm gonna wait because I actually have a first impression that I want to spray instead. But yeah, this is a delicious fragrance. If you like chocolate fragrances, it's well worth it. It's not expensive. I don't remember how much I paid on Amazon, but Choco Musk by Al-Rehab is a good one. Delicious. And let me put the notes up here just for reference because I don't know what else is in there besides chocolate and smelling the fruity pebbles. Okay, that's good. That's yummy. That's yummy. Thanks, Sarah. Sarah, that's good. She she just goes through a lot of fragrances and then she emotes. And so the emoting, where she's like reacting very strongly to the ones she really likes, is what gets me. And then I'm like, all right, I gotta check it out. I mean, she's freaking out. I gotta see what all the fuss is about. So usually I'm not disappointed. And yeah, thanks, Sarah. Okay, and so then that brings me to the other big haul that I got. I put a cart together on Fragrance Net, I think, and Fragrance X, and oh, where to begin? Okay, I'll start with this one. This is a Rollerball of M by Mariah Carey, which I think is another Sarah Mays recommendation, honestly. But I think there were more people. Maybe Rhonda Larice also like this one. I've heard other people talk about this, and I see why. I see why. It's a sweet, gourmand, sexy, marshmallow, forward fragrance. Again, I'll put the notes up here, as I don't know them all. But it's really nice. This guy approved as well. I got some feedback from a man, and he liked it. Yeah. Nice, sweet, but not overly sweet, sexy, kind of interesting because it's a marshmallow kind of forward, but it doesn't smell like marshmallows to me. I don't know. It just smells lovely. Yeah, M by Mariah Carey, nice celebrity fragrance. And I'm probably not going to invest in the bigger one. I actually don't really like the bottle that it comes in. I think it's kind of hokey with like a butterfly on top. You might like it. Some people like that style. It's just not for me, so I'll probably be really content with this Rollerball and have this for a while. It's nice. Okay, so he also picked it up. This is another celebrity fragrance. I think this was another Sarah Mays inspired one. Sarah Mays is just getting me. This is Still by J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. And this is a kind of interesting, sort of a white floral, but with other notes that make it a little more unique and not just, you know, straight up white floral. I think it's interesting that it has this little gem, but the words are like behind the liquid. So if you turn it so that the words are facing out, it's like backwards. Oh, no, well, to me it looks forwards. I don't know if it's gonna look backwards in the replay, but when you're looking at it, you have to actually read it this way. No, it's yeah, it's a nice, light, fresh white floral with a rice note, I guess, on the top. And I haven't had a lot of wear out of this. I sprayed it a couple times, but I do really enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to wearing it, so I'm glad I picked this up. That's Still by Jennifer Lopez. A subtle white floral with some, I don't know, some green notes. That rice note is very calming. It's not overly floral. Yeah, it's a good one. Still by J-Lo. And let's see, what else do I get? Oh. There's this, I believe it's Amy Loves Perfume, who has a gigantic perfume collection, and she got this as a gift, I believe, from her son. This is Elizabeth Arden's Fifth Avenue Royale, and I am a fan of Elizabeth Arden fragrances. I'm generally trusting that, you know, she might impress me, so I don't, when it's Elizabeth Arden and somebody says it's good, I'm generally like, okay, I want to try it, because I really like Red Door Aura and White Tea are two of my favorites, and the White Tea Flanker, that's the Orchid one, I think is really nice as well. So I tried this and it is good. I liked it, you know. I think they're reasonably priced, definitely not a huge dollar investment, but this has got on the top liquor and raspberry, and then on the heart it's patchouli, and then the base suede. So for me, this is like, I guess I smell the liquor, and it's just like general liquor note, which is kind of interesting, but the raspberry is not a sweet raspberry, it's more of like a dry raspberry, if that makes sense. It's like fruity but not sweet, and you can get it, but I don't think you would pull it out if you were like, what is this fruit? It's raspberry. I don't think you would know unless you looked at the notes that it was raspberry, but it just kind of adds like this slight fruitiness to the patchouli and the suede, and the suede is probably the most prominent, but to me the opening is maybe a little bit overly leathery. I don't like leather that much, but it can be done well, I think. But that only lasts for like 10 minutes, and then I think it gets into what to me smells like cinnamon and like a spicy kind of phase that lasts for a while. I think the longevity is pretty good. It's got like, I think I got like 6 or 7 hours out of it, and it was this nice like subtly spicy, subtly like raspberry. To me it's like raspberry cinnamon. Cinnamon's not a note in it, but that's how it smells to me. It's like this kind of cozy, definitely a winter type fragrance, and I think it's nice for the night. I think this would be good on a date. I think it's, sorry, excuse me, it's nice. It's definitely worthy, and I'm thankful that I picked it up. Thank you, Amy Loves Perfume, and her son who got this for her. It's based on the box, which is pretty cute too. Little box here. Definitely a good one, and I will, you know, enjoy wearing this in the cooler weather. It's nice. It's nice. I'll give it a thumbs up. Yes, I like basically pretty much everything I got in these hauls, because I mean, when I shop, I'm really going off people's recommendations, and I'm surveying a lot of different perfume channels, and then when people have this really strong reaction to things and they're within my price range, I don't think they're too expensive, then I'll pick them up if I can. Usually in the smallest size they have available, which, you know, might be a full-size bottle if it's not expensive. So anyway, yeah, Fifth Avenue Royale is a good one. Let's see, and this. So I recently picked up a couple of the Nirvanas, and I was so impressed, and I liked them so much I decided to get more Nirvana. The Elizabeth and James. This is the French Grey, and the main notes are musk, neroli, and lavender. And I'll put the notes up here. I'm not sure if there are more notes in it or not, but yeah, I was kind of going back and forth on this because I'm not the biggest fan of like more masculine scents, and I definitely, reviewers said that this was probably the most masculine of the Nirvanas, but they also really liked it, so eventually I was just like, okay, it's not that expensive. I think Fragrance X, I picked this up. So this is the French Grey by Elizabeth and James, and I like it. I think it's nice. I think, you know, it's definitely a nice daytime scent. It's got the herbaceousness. The lavender isn't like, it's sort of changed and modified enough by the neroli and the musk, and I think blends well enough with them that it doesn't scream lavender, it doesn't scream neroli, and it doesn't scream musk, but it blends together nicely. So that's this sort of uplifting, slightly spicy, definitely unisex fragrance that's just, yeah, it's pleasant, really nice. I'm gonna enjoy wearing this more daytime, give it a little bit more experience. Glad I got that one. And then I also picked up another French Grey. So cute packaging. So I picked up another just tester, and I'm going to do a first impressions right now of this, and this was the Nirvana and James Rose. So let's see what this smells like. Let's spray it on the paper first. I recently watched a video by The Scented on testing perfumes that I thought was really good, so I'm going to link that in the down bar, because she just gave a lot of good practical tips on how to test fragrances out and get the best experience possible. Made sense, so check that out. Rose. I like it. It's kind of got an alcohol smell straight out of the spray that I'm hoping will wear off pretty quick, but the rose is, yeah, it's like a true rose, but it's got something else. It's almost like, not medicinal, but like menthol-y. Like, I don't think it's mint in there, but something smells like menthol with this rose. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I like this. I wonder how it would smell on the skin. No, I want to spray it. There's another one. Okay, I'm gonna put it on these fingers. Yeah, that alcohol needs to wear off just a minute. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of an earthy rose, I'd say. Earthy rose with a little bit of like menthol sort of scent to me. I don't know what that is, but it's nice. And it's unique. It's different from other rose fragrances I have. Yeah, I like it. I generally find these Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen line, those Nirvanas, are really nice. I think most people agree. I think they've gotten a pretty good reputation for a reason. They're not too expensive. They have them on Fragrance X for good prices. I enjoy. I might actually pick this up and give it a wear through this sample and see how I feel. So yeah, Nirvana and James Rose, also very nice. Very lovely. Okay, so do another, well, I'll do this mini. It's mini. So I picked up the Jimmy Choo Floral, and I feel like this is definitely like a springy, summery scent, but Soki London had a review on this and she raved about it. She really loves the original Jimmy Choo. It's like her favorite perfume. And this one reminds me a bit, this is definitely like, it's definitely got a little bit of a like Jimmy Choo DNA thing, but it's more bright, more floral, more, I think there's pear in this. I'll put the notes up, but it reminds me a bit of the Marc Jacobs Decadence, Oh So Decadent, the lighter one, not the one, but I think it's Oh So Decadent. It's kind of lighter. It's got a lighter bottle. Put a picture of it up here. It reminds me of that somewhat. I think because there's pear in this. There's also sweet pea, if I remember. And unfortunately, my little lid came apart from the stopper, so I gotta pull that out separately. Yeah, it's a nice spring, fruity floral, light. Yeah, I think it'll be really nice in the summer. I'm excited for it to get hot. Well, you never know. It could get hot anytime in Los Angeles, so whenever it gets warm, I'm gonna think about this one and try it out. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, solid. I'm glad I have the mini. I'm not sure if I would use it. I have so much perfume, I'm not sure I would use it up to the point where I would buy a new one, but you know, depending on how it goes after wearing and seeing, I might pick it up. And that is Jimmy Choo Floral. Little mini, so cute. I also got, I'll go back to my other haul. I think I'm mixing, I don't remember which were in which cart, but this was the scented recommendation. I picked up this massive bottle of Mon Guerlain Bloom of Rose because the scented really enjoyed it, and she goes on about it and was like, well, it's not too pricey. I love Mon Guerlain. I really like Mon Guerlain. I won't say I love it, but and she thinks like she likes this one even better, and I get it. I think this is lovely. It's like very light and airy rose. There's something else too. I'll put the notes up. But I've only given this a few sprays. It's a really big bottle. And it's nice. I'm very excited for it to be spring and to be warm, and I can give this a proper wear. I feel like this is the sort of thing that could be somebody's signature scent. It can go day to night, although it could probably go all year round, although it seems more like a warm weather fragrance to me. I think if you sprayed it more heavily in the winter, it would still work. It's lovely. I think this could definitely be a signature scent for someone. And I'll do a better, like, full review of this at some point because I picked up some new Guerlains and I want to add them to my Guerlain review set. So yeah, Guerlain Bloom of Rose, very lovely, very solid, not overly rosy somehow. I think it's just like a subtle addition of rose, and it's different enough from the Guerlain. It's definitely like more warm weather, more light. It's very nice. There's that one, Guerlain Bloom of Rose. Thank you, the scented. I think it's Rihanna. That's her name. Canada. She's good. So next, okay, so the reason all of this trouble started was Sarah May is going off on this fragrance. This is Velvet Amber Oud. I think this is getting a cult following on YouTube because when I Googled this on, or not Googled, when I searched for it on YouTube, I saw a lot of reviews, both men and women reviewing this, and I tried it last night. I got feedback from the guy I'm seeing, and he liked it, and I liked it, and at first, this is definitely an interesting fragrance. It's very unique. This is less than $40. I want to say like 35 or $6 on Fragrance X. It's got a magnetic cap, pretty cool. I don't know if any of my fragrances have a magnetic cap, let alone the ones in the $40, $30 range. And at first I was like, what is this? Like, it is really different, really unique. At first I thought I smelled like almost like a medicinal, like cherry thing, but then I tried it again and I was like, no, it's not it, it's something else. I think there's a lot of notes in it. I'll put the notes up here. But the experience of wearing it, like I sprayed it once a little and I was like, oh, this is really weird. And then I sprayed it again, and then I sprayed it again, and I was like, God, I like this a lot. Like, it is really nice. And just to like the way it develops over time, it's apparently got like both kind of an incensey thing and a fresh air thing. I wouldn't pick out either of those if nobody had told me them. I would just say this is like nice and unique. That's not the most descriptive. But yeah, at first I thought it was like almost a medicinal, but a good medicine, like not a bad. And now after wearing it, I was like, no, it's more complex than that. That's sort of, I don't know, downplays the kind of niceness of it. And I believe this is an Egyptian brand, Rihanna. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's yeah. This maybe it's pronounced Rihanna, like the singer, but maybe not. I'm not sure. And then Fragrance X carries it, and I would recommend this fragrance. It was approved by not only me, but another guy who, you know, said it's kind of unisex. I do think it's definitely a unisex fragrance. Very unusual. I wouldn't say it's very oudy, or very ambery. I mean, those two things, it's called Velvet Amber Oud. But I'm not going, oh, I smell oud and I smell amber. It's different. It's just unique. It's hard to describe. Yeah, very good. Thanks, Sarah Mays, for getting me to break the dam on buying perfumes, and then I have a massive haul here. Thank you. It also comes in this lovely little velvet box. That one. Whoa. It's good stuff. Alright. Okay, so now I also picked up a little travel spray size of the Nuit Tresor à la Folie. Now, I think Demi Rollins was the first person who kind of got me interested in this. She loves the original La Nuit Tresor, and I really like, I do kind of love the original La Nuit Tresor as well. But this, or Tresor La Nuit, yeah. Anyway, the à la Folie version is different. It's more gourmand, more like baked goods, maybe a little more orange. And it's got great longevity. I sprayed this like once on my knee because I had so much perfume. When I get hauls, I just want to try things, and so I'm like spraying like different body parts, and then like, yeah, covered in perfume. I smell. But in the morning, I checked my knee again, and it was still there very prominently. So the longevity of this is fantastic. I'd say it was like 10 hours. and pleasant the whole way through. It's definitely pleasant on the opening, it's pleasant on the dry down, and it's still very present. So I'm excited to give this a little bit more of a test. I'll put the notes up here because I'm not recalling all of them and not kind of doing a bunch of notes stuff right now, but yeah, the La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. Very good, very respectable. Glad I picked that one up. Okay, so now for a first impression, and well, yeah, first impression. There's just so much here. So this one, all right, Gabriella Francesca. I had to look her name up. She was going on about this, and I had never heard of it before. This is the California Reverie by Van Cleef and Arpels, the EDP. And she said she really liked it. I think she put this in her favorites of 2020 video. The fact that I had never heard of it, and the fact that it features frangipani, and I love frangipani. I went to Bali and they had like little frangipani bouquets in the hotel that I stayed in, and it's just such an intoxicating floral. I love it. So I was excited to try this, and I am going to spray it and give it a first impressions over here on my non-sprayed on arm. Yep. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful floral and different, because not a lot of frangipani gets put into florals. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not like the craziest floral, so if it's a floral, it's gotta really impress me for me to give it that much positive vibe. Oh man, yeah. Thanks Gabriella Francesca for your recommendation, because this might be one I actually go through pretty quick. Yeah, and pick up a bottle of. That's California Reverie by Van Cleef and Arpels. I'll put the notes up here. I love it when I pick up stuff and I like it. Blind buys that are good, thankfully. Yeah, this is really nice. I don't know, it's like light, floral, not cloying. Definitely good, definitely good. California Reverie, Van Cleef & Arpels, good stuff. Okay, so I've got one more mini. Should I go? I guess I have this other. Yes, I've got a few more. It's a long video, sorry. All right, so I recently sold my little mini of Black Opium by YSL, because I picked it up basically for reference, because so many people talk about Black Opium and I wasn't really using it, and the person who wanted to buy some fragrances off me asked for it specifically, and I was like, yeah, I can part with that, so I got rid of it. But I also think that the Only One by Dolce & Gabbana, which I picked up this little mini of that I have been eyeing for a while, is sort of akin to Black Opium on a level. It's like a little bit of it. Okay. Yeah, it's good. I like it better than Black Opium for sure. It's just got a little bit more, I don't know, character. Put the notes of the Only One up here. I think Only One is pretty popular now. It's Dolce & Gabbana, but it is a little newer. It's good. It's good stuff. I don't know what to say much about it. It's a white floral, I think, but not. That's kind of just like a sub portion of the components of it. I'll talk about it more in another video, but for now I'm just gonna say I'm glad I picked it up. It smells wonderful on my little finger, and I'm excited to use this more also. So the Only One by Dolce & Gabbana. Okay, and now for another first impressions and then an unboxing, or do the unboxing first? Oh, I don't know. Okay, so unboxing. So I picked up another Armaf Le Femme, because Armaf is a favorite house of mine, clone house. really good value, really good scents. A lot of times, whatever they're cloning, I don't like as much as their version of it. And they make them different enough. I feel like they improve them. That's how I experience Armaf, is that they'll actually, you know, cut out all of the price that you're paying for marketing campaigns, take the heart of a fragrance and then recreate it and like minimize its negative aspects. That's what I feel like Armaf does, which is why I'm always on the lookout for a good new Armaf, because some of my very favorite fragrances are by Armaf. And this was, I purchased the Femme because I went on to I just searched for like top Armaf fragrances, and there was an article that listed like someone's top 10 picks for Armaf, and all of my favorites were listed in that list, but this one was at the top of it and I did not have it yet. So, excuse me, I decided to pick up Le Femme by Armaf, and this is a first impression. I have not opened this or unboxed it yet, so we'll see what I think of it. Fortunately, I sprayed just sprayed a bunch of perfume on, so I put it over here. Yeah, I'll put it over there. It's fruity out of the head. Smells good. La Femme. I can smell it from here. It's fruity. It's delicious. I like fruity fragrances. I don't know what's in this. You guys, I'll put the notes up here. Man, this is a good haul. I dig it. Yeah, I like this. It's cool. It's not heavy. It's light. It's probably more of a springy, summer, warm weatherish fragrance. It's subtle. It's definitely not overpowering. It's pretty. It's interesting. It doesn't smell familiar. It doesn't smell. So it's got a uniqueness to it. So I'm not like reminded immediately of other fragrances that I have already. I'm curious to see what it's in this now. You can see. I'll talk about this more in another one. Yeah, I like it, but it is pretty light. So I'm imagining probably, you know, go kind of heavy on. These are not expensive. They're like less than 40 bucks generally for any Armaf fragrance, and some of them are just so good, such good value. Yeah, right out of the first spray, you don't get any alcohol, you don't get anything unpleasant, you don't have to wait for it. It smells good right away, but it changes pretty quick too. So it's like this really nice sort of like fruit forward opening, and then it starts to dissipate a little and become a little more complex. I don't know what's in it, but I'll find it. Yes, let's give this a thumbs up. Glad I picked it up. Another winner, Le Femme by Armaf. Yum yum. Yay, good stuff. Alright, and lastly I have another first impression. I haven't tried it, picked up a sample because of Rhianna Rebelle going gaga for Isimiaki L'eau de Essai Nectar de Parfum. So I found that there was a sample, maybe on Fragrance Net, yeah, I think so, and picked it up. Now, I don't have anywhere else to spray fragrance, so I guess I'll use the box and the little tester thing. So this is, again, L'eau de Essai Pure Nectar de Parfum. Cute. Rose on there. Dang it. Put it there. Okay, I'll put it there. Oh, yeah, the trials of being a crazy perfume lady. I've smelled the other L'eau d'Essai and I liked it a lot. I get that sort of like light, kind of intoxicating floral thing. Yeah, and I trust Rhonda. I mean, generally, you know, if somebody's really super enthusiastic about something, I've picked up some other fragrances on her recommendation, and I've liked them. She doesn't discriminate. She'll go from, you know, lowest end, or maybe celebrity. She doesn't necessarily go to the lowest end. Like Sarah Mays will go to like the most obscure brands and try everything and then tell you what's happening and sell it all off. But Rhonda Larice she'll go into celebrity fragrances, like any celebrity fragrances as well. And also designer. A lot of designer mostly. And a lot of designer flankers like this one. But it is really nice. Oh no. It is really quite beautiful. I'm excited to try this on my skin. Excited to try this like on a warmer day. Although I think it would work in kind of cooler weather. Maybe 60s would be fine with it. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. It's another like lovely, florally, but slightly fruity, but not like overly sweet, but very like bright and uplifting. Delicious. Yes, another good one. Yeah. Alright, so that concludes my massive haul video. Thank you so much for watching and checking it out, and please subscribe if you haven't. I'm almost at 200, so hopefully with this I might get there. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.